Welcome, Blue Jay fans, to Bondurant Farrar High School for this postseason battle between the Bondurant Farrar Blue Jays and the Winterset Huskies. Opening round game was a bye for the Blue Jays. The Huskies defeated the Pella Dutch, and here we are, 2 games away from postseason. Patrick Meyer here with Ryan Abens on the call.
How's it going, everyone?
And we will be here to entertain you or tell you about the entertaining game for the next hour and a half. So thanks for joining us, and we're looking forward to an exciting ball game here. Having troubles bringing up something on your computer?
Yeah, I'm just giving up. I'm pulling up online.
That's fine. All right, we'll go ahead and get you a starting 5 here. She's got it up already. And the starting 5 for the Blue Jays, same it's been for the last 16 games or so. You're going to have number 2, Mia Miller, junior guard. Number 5, Riley Gilroy, a senior guard. Number 20, Caitlin Lappy, a junior forward. Number 30, Katie Fogarty, a senior center. And number 33, Avery Freed, a senior forward. Tablet was bringing some volume back over here. Certainly necessary. For the Winterset Huskies, you're going to have number 4, Jenna Young, sophomore guard. Number 10, Abby Benchoof, senior guard. Number 22, Thea Banning, junior forward. Number 24, Lauren Carter, junior forward. And number 32, Bridget Stover, a junior forward. We're going to do in-house starting 5 here in just a little bit, and then we'll get a national anthem, and we'll get it kick-started. Blue Jays and Huskies have met twice this year. Back in early December, probably the 3rd game of the year, I think it was, at Bondurant. Bondurant came away winners 61-44. And then late January, Bondurant traveled down to Winterset and came away with a 47-44 win. So Bondurant looks to keep the 3-game streak going, and Huskies looking to break that. Got a pretty decent crowd in here. It looks like maybe they were able to use all of their attendance, which is always great. Good environment that way. So as we get into this, a couple things to look forward to. Jenna Young for Winterset is their leading scorer, averaging 16 points a game. She was also their leading scorer last year. Second on that list is not that wrong piece of paper coming up here. Bridget Stover's averaging almost 11 points a game. So those are your 2 leading scorers for the Huskies. For the Blue Jays, it's Caitlin Lappy leading the charge with 16.7 points a game. And then Katie Fogarty coming in second with 10.4. Avery Freed just under 10. So looking for balanced scoring with 2 key leaders on both teams. And we'll see if either one is able to be shut down. Lappy averaged 15 points in the 2 games against the Huskies earlier in the year. I believe Young got 18 points in each of the games. So containing Jenna Young will be key for the Blue Jays. Trying to slow down Caitlin Lappy has been something that pretty much everybody struggled with, but that's what the Huskies are going to look to do. What other keys you got that you're looking forward to here, Ryan?
You and Gibson always ask me that question, and you'd think I'd rehearse it, but you put me on the spot, and I say pretty much the same thing every time. So I'm just excited to watch some basketball. That's what
look at this. You get a break because your national anthem starts. So we'll tune in for the national anthem with Josie Engel.
Oh, say, can you see? Whose
Find some black shoes to go with it. Jump ball is going to be between Lauren Carter and Avery Freed. Freed gets the ball, tips it to Fogarty, over to Mia Miller. Blue Jay ball. Blue Jay's going to look to get ahead here early. Winterset looks to be running a little bit of a zone. They're kind of leaving the outside open, though, which could be trouble if we're hitting. Ball tipped out by Banning. Going to stay Blue Jay ball. Miller over to Gilroy. Back to Miller. Freed in the corner. Kicks it back out to Gilroy. Over to Miller. Lappy's working down low. Not able to get very close to the hoop, so she's looking to kick. Oh, Gilroy backdoor. Layup up and good. Nice backdoor cut by Riley Gilroy, and Lappy with a good pass. Young throws it ahead. That's Abby Benschoof with the ball. Kicks it back to Young. Benschoof at the top now. Hands off to Young.
Blue Jays playing some tight defense.
Gilroy trying to defend that drive. Layup comes up short. Freed with the rebound. Young might have been looking for a foul there. Ball into Lappy. Lappy backside to Fogarty. Out to Freed. Freed for three. Just too far. And Thea Banning's going to get that rebound. Hands it off to Young. Young's looking to push ahead to Stover. Stover now driving towards the hoop on Fogarty. Kicks it out to Thea Banning. Now inside. Left-handed layup. Gets the roll for Lauren Carter.
6:20 to go here in the first.
Miller looking to use a Lappy screen. Ends up not needing it. Gives it over to Gilroy. Benschoof at the top of this zone for Winterset. Gilroy on the backdoor cut again. Balls was just a little bit too high, so she kicks it back out to Lappy, back to Miller. Fogarty now over to Freed. Gilroy sneaking in that backside. If they don't pay more attention to her on that, she's going to get hit a handful of layups tonight.
Yes, she is.
Miller over to Freed. Freed to Gilroy. Gilroy pulls up the three. Good! Riley Gilroy three-pointer.
She currently holds all the points for the Blue Jays here in the first.
And that ball is thrown right to Caitlin Lappy. Young tried to push it ahead to Lauren Carter in the corner, but Lappy dropped over, picked it off. Blue Jay ball. Mia Miller bringing it up.
5:19 to go.
Fogarty hands off to Miller. Miller outside to Gilroy. That ball was tipped by Banning. Ball inside now to Lappy. Lappy looks to go up over two players. Doesn't get it. Carter with the rebound. Young pushing ahead. Stover thought about the three. Cuts across, hands it off to Carter. High three-point attempt, no good. Banning saves it, and off of Young. Blue Jay ball. Gilroy didn't see the ball coming at her. He was playing too tight a defense on Young and bounced off Young's face, I think, and went out of bounds. 4:45 remaining here in the first quarter. Miller now trying to use that screen from Fogarty. Went to get it into Lappy. Carter tipped it out, right back to Miller. Over to Gilroy, back to Fogarty. Miller into Gilroy. Gilroy drives to the hoop. Two-pointer, no good. Carter with the tip over to Banning. Winterset ball. Jenna Young with the ball again. She does not slow down. She's pushing the pace every time. She pulls up for three. No good. Avery Freed with the rebound. Blue Jays slow it down a little bit. Winterset getting good pressure. Lappy up for two. Good. I bet Winterset's tipped 6 passes already, but so far the tip hasn't gone to one of their teammates for the most part. So
they're playing that zone defense and getting a hand in there, but
Stover working around people, ended up going to the floor. No foul called. Miller now drives too hard off the glass.
Off the knee of Young.
Yep. I thought for a second maybe Miller touched it right after Young did, but
Doesn't look like it, which is good.
Waterhouse coming in for Avery Freed, and she's going to inbound the ball. Winterset still has their starters on the court. Waterhouse gets it out to Miller now. Over to Gilroy. Gilroy pulling up for three.
Deep three.
Good! Riley Gilroy, three-pointer. I'm pretty sure this game down at Winterset, she hit 4 threes against them, and I think she feels like that's a good strategy. She might try it again. Stover with the ball. Gets it into Carter. Dangerous pass back out to Stover. Banning and Young standing next to each other. Gilroy now on Young. Drives to the hoop, pull up 2. Off the front of the rim, no good. Lappy can't quite get the rebound. Banning with the putback, 2-pointer, good. Miller now over to Waterhouse. Banning's on her. Banning and Benshoof at the top of the 3-point for this zone. Ball into Lappy. Lappy to Fogarty. Fogarty, pump fake, up, no good. Ball's bouncing around, and Benshoof comes away with it. Waterhouse strips it, though. Ends up in Fogarty's hand. Fogarty gets it out top to Waterhouse. Back to Fogarty. Fogarty for 3. Good! Make it rain, Katie Fogarty. That ball might have hit a rafter. And 2:25 remaining in the first quarter.
30-second timeout by Winterset, and it is loud in here tonight.
You can tell how high the ball goes by how long I hold that three-point call. It was up there. Ooh, good shooting to start here for the Blue Jays. Keep that up. That's 3 3-pointers already. Avens is over here making, Air Force call signs over to Bridget Johnson at the computer. I don't know what he's saying. Blue Jay Digital Squad tonight. 1 old guy, that's me, and 3 high schoolers doing all the work. So
stripped away there.
Riley Gilroy with the steal. Jenna Young chases that down.
Waterhouse is going to draw a foul, it looks like.
Great hustle by Jenna Young to get in front of that ball, because Gilroy passed it ahead looking for the easy layup, and Young went diving to the floor to get to that stop.
It's Waterhouse's first team.
Benshoof with the ball over on the other side. Probably traveled there, but they didn't call it. Ball now to Carter. Carter up, no good. Lappy got a piece of it, I think, and that's going to be a second foul on Waterhouse. I imagine she'll be coming out of the game now for a bit.
Yep.
And Avery Freed's going to come back in for her. Lappy got a piece of that layup from behind, or I guess a short jump shot, but Waterhouse got called for a foul on the rebound. Avery Darling going to check in for the Winterset Huskies. First free throw attempt by Carter is no good. Darling coming in for Benshoof, Freed coming in for Waterhouse. Carter's second shot at the line here. 2-minute mark in the first quarter. Second shot is good for Lauren Carter, her 3rd point of the game. Miller over to Gilroy. Jenna Young's guarding her. Gets it out to Freed at the top. Now Lappy inside to Fogarty, up for 2. No good. Fogarty gets her own rebound. Gets it to Freed at the top for 3. Good! Avery Freed, 3-pointer. Stover throws it cross court to Darling. Darling trying to drive on Miller. Gets Carter on a backside cut. Layup and good.
Good play by Winterset.
Yeah, good motion, good pass, good lay-in. 1:08 remaining in the first. And that ball is stolen by Stover. She's trying to go coast to coast. Miller up underneath, but Stover gets the 2.
Just under a minute to go here in the first.
And they're going to call Fogarty for a foul on an illegal screen. So Blue Jays' third quick foul in about a minute. Chesney Steenhook going to come in, and Caitlin Lappy going to come out. Nope, just kidding. Katie Fogarty's going to come out.
Psych.
Blue Jays pressing at the top on Young.
She breaks it pretty fast, though.
Throws it ahead to Darling. Back out to Young.
40 seconds to go.
Young drives left hand, right, up, layup, no good, in and out. Chesney Steenhook with the rebound, gets it to Miller. 31 seconds remaining. Blue Jays might be holding for one. Well, maybe not. And they're going to get Stover on the reach-in foul over Steenhook. That'll be the first foul on the Huskies. So now 23.5 left in the quarter. Miller looking to drive on Darling. Kicks it out to Freed. Passes up on the three-point attempt.
12 seconds.
Back out to Miller. Freed to Miller.
5.
Drives. Tries to get it into Lappy.
2.
Carter breaks it up, and there's going to be no shot. Lauren Carter got a hand on that, knocked it away, and the ball trickles away to end the first period. Blue Jays ahead 16-9.
Okay, now I'm just curious. This is out of no disrespect. I'm just genuinely curious. But the thing that Stover is wearing on her face, do you know what that's for? Have you seen, like, she's
Typically, that'd be for, like, a broken nose.
Oh, okay. Okay, that'll do it.
She's got the broken nose mask. I don't know that she broke her nose, but sometimes you've seen it if there's been any type of facial fracture.
Or what about, like, I don't know. I have no idea.
It's not just to look cool. He stopped listening to me. He's over here doing the cheer instead.
Yeah, my bad. That's my favorite cheer. You got to do that.
That's fine. I'm not judging you for doing the cheer.
You got to do that. Maybe a little bit.
Maybe a little bit. Not because of the cheer, just because it's you and you're entertaining. If they had a camera on you while you tried to do this stuff, it'd be quite, we'll see if you make it all the way down to the court while calling.
Depends on how this game goes. So far, if it stays like this, I won't make it down to the court.
So coming out of the second half, it'll be Husky ball. Blue Jays ahead 16-9. 3 fouls on the Blue Jays, 1 on the Huskies in that first quarter. Young gets it over to Carter, over to Stover. Stover looking to drive to the hoop. Dribbles it off her toe. Coming back the other way, Blue Jay ball. Freed gets it into Miller. Freed might be the third on the height chart here right now for the Blue Jays, which says something. Steenhook now, right-hand post moved up, no good, gets her own rebound up, and good. Doing some work down low. Darling over to Young. Young looking to use the screen from Carter, kicks it over to Darling. Darling goes baseline, runs into Steenhook. Ball rolls over to Carter. Now Stover at the free throw line.
Just about a minute to go here in the second.
A minute into the second.
A minute, yeah.
Stover for 3, no good. Darling with the rebound. No, Miller. Darling looked like she was going to have it. Miller went for it, and the ball trickled away. Miller came up with it. Miller to Lappy. Lappy to Steenhook. Steenhook for 2. Nice roll to the hoop by Chesney. Good find by Lappy. Darling pump fake shot. 2 blocks. Woo! Good shot attempt, but good recovery on the block.
Ben Schiff in for Banning here for Winterset. 6:33 to go here.
Remains Husky ball off that block. Stover with the ball. Lappy out on her. Young off the backboard, good for 2. Ooh, that was a hard screen by Chesney Steenhook. Might have, I don't know. Football coach might want to be checking in and see if she wants to play, because that was a solid block. Darling on the layup for 2.
Got a timeout here, 30-second timeout by the Blue Jays.
Darling had an open pass to the basket.
Momentum shifting a little bit. Winterset coming back here.
I just replayed this so you can watch this screen from Steenhook right here. It was clean.
She did.
It was clean. She was leaning into it but watching it live, I thought she just drove through her, but she's apparently just a brick wall. So note to anybody else trying to.
Coach Fonz, if you're listening, Coach Fonz.
Blue Jays going to come out of the timeout with Gilroy, Miller, Lappy, Steenhook, and Freed on the court. Huskies have Benschoof, Darling, Stover, Carter, and Young. I think the Huskies only played 6 players at the game down at Winterset, so I don't think they go very deep typically, but we'll see. Carter tips that ball away from Lappy.
Young not slowing down.
And they're going to call a charge. Riley Gilroy gets the charge. I'm not entirely sure her feet were set on that, but they called it. No, I don't make the calls. She did a good job of getting in front of her. Lappy coming out, Fogarty coming in. Just checking a quick replay here, just curious. Actually, I think she did get her feet set. That's pretty impressive. Freed for 3, no good. Fogarty looking for the rebound. Stuck in the corner, gets it out to Miller. Miller over to Gilroy. Gilroy for 3, no good. And Benschoof gets the rebound, gets it ahead to Young quick. She's going towards the hoop. Pulls up 2-point, no good. Gilroy gets the rebound. Well, actually, Gilroy tipped it, and then Fogarty tipped it, and then Gilroy tipped it, and then Fogarty kicked it, and then Fogarty ended up with the ball. It wasn't a kicked ball call because she didn't do it intentionally.
Young get in front of that pass and intercepting it here. It's going to be going the other way now. She's setting up top here.
Darling with the ball over to Stover. Stover, ooh, I thought she was pulling up for 3. Hits Benschoof in the corner. Back to Stover. Fogarty's on her. Young cutting to the basket, but not able to get it to her. And now a lot of people in the paint. Darling over to Stover. What your youth coach liked to yell, spacing. There's not a lot of spacing going on there at the moment. So Darling trying to drive. Gets it to Stover. Stover pulls up for 3. Off the front and in. She hit the front, back in the front again. 5 points on the game for Stover. Miller looking to get that screen around Steenhook. Apparently, ball into Fogarty. Good 2-point bucket there with the assist by Miller. Steenhook sets another screen and just the girl falls down.
Yeah.
She literally must be that hard to run into.
Minute, 3 minutes and 40 seconds to go.
Young trying to drive on Gilroy. Pulls up for 2. Finds Carter underneath. Good pass. Good bucket. 7 points on the game for Carter. Miller around Fogarty's screen. Feeds Steenhook left hand. That ball is blocked by Stover, but they're going to call a foul on Stover, sending Steenhook to the line for 2. That's 2 fouls on Bridget Stover.
Steenhook is a 50% shooter from the line. First one goes up. And it's good.
Who's coming in? That Thea Banning coming in for Bridget Stover. We do have the Winterset cheerleaders here. We haven't had the visiting cheerleaders very frequently. Steenhook's second attempt is no good. Fogarty went up for it. I think Banning was behind her, and they're going to say Banning is the one that tipped it out. So Blue Jay ball. And
Lappy coming in here for Steenhook.
Freed gets it out to Miller. And Lappy drives around, up, 2-point. No, hands it off to Fogarty. Fogarty, shot fake and good.
They've been feeding Fogarty really well all night.
I was so sure Lappy was shooting that thing that I called the shot before she even did it. And then she's just like, oh, I can dump it off here. Katie's open.
3 minutes to go.
Blue Jays switched into a zone with Lappy at the top of it. That hasn't frequently been a play we've done. Ben Schuff in the corner, no good. And they're going to say that ball was tipped out by Banning as well. I think that's a fair call. She was behind Freed, but she's the one that was tipping it in that direction, so that's probably fair.
Yeah.
I don't envy having to make that call because half the gym's mad no matter what you do.
Right.
2:40 remaining here in the second quarter. Freed looking to drive, left hand up, no good. Lappy with the rebound and putback. 4 for Lappy on the game. Young now pushing ahead. Over to Banning. Banning finds Carter, cutting left-handed layup, no good. Lappy gets the rebound over to Miller. Way ahead to Gilroy. Gilroy was going to drive to the hoop, kicks it out to Fogarty. Fogarty for 3, and it's good.
That one barely touched the net. 10 points for Fogarty on the night. Timeout here by, I want to say, Winterset. 30-second timeout.
In case anyone in the Fogarty family was wondering who the best basketball player in the family is, it's Katie. Yeah, sorry, guys.
Hate to break it to you. That would be a minute timeout.
3 fouls apiece at this point. For the most part, I mean, I don't want to say they're just letting them play because they haven't been overly aggressive or anything like that, weird like that, but I do appreciate that they're not calling every ticky-tack thing, because it takes away the flow. And
we've seen that quite a bit from our point of view.
Now, that being said, we've had more than a couple games where, like, one half nothing's called, and then the other half they call everything. So I'm hoping this is a pretty consistent, if they keep it like this, it'll be a fun game to have. And I think it benefits both teams because neither one plays a really deep rotation. And so when you start fouling out your starters, it really changes what type of team you are.
Right, especially Winterset. I mean, they only play, one person from the bench, six people. So,
I mean, yeah, they don't have a lot of time. I mean, right now we've only seen 6 players from them. Stover, Darling, Ben Schoof, Carter, and Banning on the court for the Huskies. Lappy, Fogarty, Freed, Gilroy, and Miller for the Blue Jays. Banning, 3-point attempt, no good. I think I got
Tipped
a piece
away,
of that by Freed. Fogarty comes away with the ball. Miller
50.
kicks it ahead to Gilroy, into Lappy, and bad pass out, but it ends up back in the hands of Freed. 140 now. Blue Jays going to slow it down just a little bit. And Gilroy tries the entry pass, but Carter ends up able to get around Lappy, tips it away, and gets the ball. Young bringing it up the court. Blue Jays still in a zone. Lappy at the top of that. Carter trying to sneak underneath. Ben Schoof pulls up for 3, no good. Katie Fogarty with the rebound.
With a minute 10.
Miller now over to Lappy. Huskies playing tight defense. Freed now working on Stover. Left hand up, hook shot, no good. Stover gets the rebound. Under a minute now. Stover over to Young. Lappy at the top still. Young going to her left. Over to Ben Schoof, back to Young. And tries to get it over to Banning, but Lappy tips it out. It's going to stay Husky ball with 35 seconds remaining. Ben Schoof passes up the 3-point attempt. Gives it back to Young for a free throw. Lappy with the big block. Ends up in Miller's hand. Lappy trying to go coast to coast. Up and good. Reward that block.
She's sitting on 6 on the night.
15 seconds remaining. Stover just traveled. They didn't call it. Stover and Lappy almost got to that ball again. Young now, 7 seconds. Banning, 3-point attempt. Long, no good. Freed with the rebound, 2 seconds. And we're going to end this half 32-18 Blue Jays. Good first half by Bondurant. Huskies working hard, but three-point shots just aren't falling for them, and they are for the Blue Jays. I believe 4 three-point attempts already that have gone in for the Blue Jays. It might be 5. Freed got 1, Fogarty for 2,
Gilroy's
and
had 1 or
2
2
for Gilroy, so 5. So great first half. We got about a 10-minute halftime. We'll step away for like 2 or 3 minutes, and then we'll come back and give you some halftime stats and things like that. So go get your refill. We'll talk to you soon.
Right, okay.
All right. Maybe I was on before, maybe I wasn't. But anyway, I've talked to myself before, not a big deal. Anyway, welcome back to the second half here in Bondurant at the Birdcage, where Bondurant for our Blue Jays have a 32-18 lead over the Winterset Huskies.
Oh, it's a great song. You know this song.
Yeah, I know Johnny Cash.
Hey, man, I don't know. I feel like we've talked about music a couple times.
Yeah. Johnny, I mean, if you find somebody over 30 that doesn't know
They've been living
Ring
in
of
their
Fire, they also have never listened to music.
True.
So
Such a great song.
I'm not sure if the people can hear the music over top, but yeah, Johnny Cash, Ring of Fire,
yeah.
is playing in the background. So long distance shout out, part of the Fogarty family from Oak Mountain, Alabama. We hear cousin Connor Friel is in the final 8 for his basketball tournament. So good luck to the Friel family and their basketball endeavors, and welcome to Bondurant, Iowa via the power of the internet all the way down in Alabama. We probably shared some snow with you in Alabama too, so
we shared snow with everybody.
I'm sorry, I guess. Although, as long as you have power, it's kind of cool that you got snow for a little bit. Maybe. They might disagree.
Yeah, I don't know if they knew how to handle it.
Either way, we're about a minute remaining in the halftime. Few stats from the half. Winterset's leading scorer, Lauren Carter, 7 points. Bridget Stover with 5. Banning, Young, and Darling all with 2. Leading scorer for the Blue Jays, Katie Fogarty with 10. Riley Gilroy with 8. Caitlin Lappy with 6. Chesney Steenhook with 5. And Avery Freed with 3.
Which I believe was a three-pointer.
For Freed?
Yes.
It was. Normally I call it a Freed pointer, but it was not a Freed pointer just because I wasn't quick enough with the call. So for that, I apologize. I'll get the next one when she hits one this half.
We'll let it slide.
A little bit of foul trouble, I guess. Waterhouse with 2 for the Blue Jays and 2 for Bridget Stover for the Huskies. Otherwise, everybody else sitting pretty good. Only 3 total fouls for each team in the first half. So far, so good on that front. Blue Jays, 5 3-pointers unofficially in that half. Definitely key part to their scoring. Huskies, a lot of defensive tips that they didn't come away with the ball on. So something to definitely keep an eye on, because if they start creating turnovers with those tips, it could be a different game. Blue Jay ball coming into the second half. They start the court with Lappy, Fogarty, Freed, Gilroy, and Miller. Miller into Fogarty. Fogarty for 2 more. Let's just keep the second half going just like the first half was. Huskies, Young, Stover, Banning, Benshoof, and Carter on the court. So both teams brought their starters back out to start the second half. Young passes up 3-point attempt, gives it back to Benshoof at the top. Lappy at the top of that zone again. Carter for 3. Bounce over the backboard, going to be out of bounds. Blue Jay ball. Miller brings it up the court. Gets it to Lappy. Lappy over to Miller. Miller entry pass to Fogarty. Fogarty looks up underneath. No good. Young came and helped on the backside defense to force that shot. Young pushing it ahead, as she has the entire game. But Stover went to cut as Young went to pass. Ball out of bounds. Blue Jay ball. Freed inbounds to Miller, bring it up the court. Under 7 minutes now in the third quarter. Miller crossover and looked to get it into Lappy, but Stover was there, able to knock that ball down. Young pushing ahead now. Goes to her left. Over to Benshoof. Cross court to Carter. Tried to get it into Stover. I think it might have been tipped twice. Blue Jays come away with the ball. Freed for 3. Nope, just kidding.
Nope.
Hesitated. Got away with a little push there. Fogarty back into Freed. Freed layup, no good. Lappy with the rebound, put back and 2. Young pushing ahead to break that press. Stover now with the ball. Over to Banning. Banning for three. Good. Smooth shot there.
She's sitting on 5 for the game, 3 for the half.
Miller now pushing ahead. Ben Schoof on the defense. Out to Fogarty. Fogarty drives. 2-point attempt. Pull up. No good. Lappy with the rebound tip and good. That's the Lappy we're expecting. She cleans up everything around the hoop. Ben Schoof now out to Stover. Stover to Young. Back to Ben Schoof for three and good. If they're going to start hitting their threes, this is going to close the gap in a hurry. Miller with the crossover. Slows it down a little bit. Gets it over to Gilroy. Looks to get it into Lappy. Stover with a good defense on her. Lappy gives it out to Miller. Drove to the hoop. Stumbled a bit. Had the ball fall away, but still ended up in Lappy's hands. I'm calling it an assist. Lappy with the lay-in, 2 points good. Stover now trying to get to the hoop, and they're going to call Fogarty with a foul. Shot's no good. Fogarty slid over in front of it and gets called. Her second foul. Stover's going to shoot 2.
Stover is just under 70% from the line. Her first one goes up. Just bounces off the back of the rim. Second one. That one falls.
Huskies now gonna press the D. Miller cross court to Gilroy. Gilroy back to Miller. They get it across before the count. Miller drives the hoop over to Fogarty. Fogarty for three. Good.
There it is.
Katie Fogarty. Holy cow, 15 points already. Young blows by. Gets the ball to Carter. Does not get the roll. Gets her own rebound and gets that ball blocked by Avery Freed. A little Swatsky. And tries to throw the ball ahead. Banning streaks over to tip that ball out of bounds. It's going to stay Blue Jay ball.
4:20 to go here in the third.
Miller calling for the screen. Gets it back over to Lappy. Lappy looking to get the ball into Fogarty, but ends up giving it back to Miller. Miller over to Gilroy. Gilroy for three.
Deep three.
No good. And Fogarty tried to save it, but Carter did a good job of blocking her from getting to it. Good effort. Husky ball, 4:02 remaining in the quarter. And they're going to get Riley Gilroy with the foul. They're giving the push-off symbol, which makes it look like he's calling an offensive foul.
Right.
Young now looking to go to her right. Stover setting the screen. And they feed Stover on the pick and roll. Gets her own rebound. Puts it up and good. 8 now for Stover. Miller now trying to drive to the hoop. Pulls up. Gets it into Lappy. Lappy up and no good. Gets her own rebound. Kicks it out to Gilroy. Gilroy for three. Too hard. Fogarty gets in there. Tries to get the rebound, but it ends up in Ben Schoof's hands. Husky ball.
With
Young
3:20.
bringing it up court. Deep three. Off the rim. No good. Banning chases it down. Tips it. Ends up in Gilroy's hand. Miller pushing ahead now. Good hustle, Thea Banning. Freed for deep three. Good. There's your Freed pointer. Ben Schoof hustles down, ends up with an open lay-in. The ball rolls out, and we're going to have a jump ball between Carter and Freed. It's going to stay Husky ball. Darling coming in, Banning going out. For the Huskies, Waterhouse comes in, and Gilroy comes out for the Blue Jays. Waterhouse's first action since she got called for 2 quick fouls. Stover now. Kicks it out to Ben Schoof. Miller comes over and guards her. And no way. I'm pretty sure Katie Fogarty was absolutely set. That's going to be Fogarty's third foul. Well, she was set, but she almost turned towards the lane already. Benshu's first shot is up and good.
Steenhook coming in for Fogarty here.
Second shot pending.
It goes up, and it goes in.
Hits them both. 5 points on the game for Benshu. And Husky's going to press again. Lappy gets it back over to Miller. 2:35 remaining in the third quarter. Benshu reaches in, knocks that ball away. Miller goes and chases it down.
2:25 to go.
And now they're going to get Abby Benshu with the foul that time.
That's her first and first team.
Miller now with the ball. And they're going to say that was off Benshu. Stays Blue Jay ball, but no foul. Blue Jays going to inbound it from their own bench. Waterhouse gets it in. Over to Miller. 2:18 remaining in the third quarter. Miller into Lappy. Lappy back out to Miller. Back into Lappy. And Ben Anderson's going to call a timeout for the Blue Jays.
Going to be a full timeout.
Nothing super crazy going on at that point. It looked like the team had kind of slowed down the offense, and maybe Ben just had an idea what he wanted to do here.
So, I mean, it's been a fast-paced game, both sides all night long. So,
yeah.
Huskies trailing, but they've been fighting and hustling all night. So,
definitely.
Been an exciting game.
Exactly what you were hoping for.
Right.
For those of you that haven't looked at the postseason bracket, the winner of this game will go on to face the winner of a Gilbert versus Grinnell game. I believe that game is in Gilbert tonight, so I do not know a score of that.
And we'll be back here Tuesday for girls. And
Well, we got to win first.
Right. If that happens, yeah, we'll be back here Tuesday for girls. But the boys play Monday night, and
boys play against Nevada at home on Monday night. Another great opportunity for you guys to listen to our fantastic efforts here.
Amazing commentation. Yeah, I'm not even gonna try.
Commentary? Is that the word you're looking
yes,
for?
Yep, you got it.
All right. Vocabulary lessons coming next for you.
Steenhook now. Loses it, but gets it to Lappy. Over to Miller to set up the top here. Miller into Lappy. Far pass to Freed. Over to Waterhouse. Back up to Miller at the top. Minute 38 to go.
The Tigers and Tigers were tied at 25 at the half. Waterhouse with the layup and good. Good pass from Miller into Waterhouse for two. Looked up just in time to see what was going on. I was trying to find a Twitter feed from Gilbert. In case you didn't know, Gilbert is the Tigers and Grinnell is the Tigers.
Kind of like us and Perry.
Yeah. We won't play Perry anymore. They're in a new conference now. Not till the end of the year, but I don't think we'll play them in basketball ever again. Freed for three. Good! Freed pointer. Sign him up. Ben Schoof ahead in the... Oh, pulls it back out that time. Thought she was going to have a quick drive to the basket again. 48 seconds on the clock for the third quarter. Darling with the ball. Drives right hand up, and that's going to be a charge. Mia Miller steps in, draws the charge on Darling. A little bit of showmanship from the official on that one. Made sure everybody calmed down before he called that charge, which is only entertaining if it's your team that got the charge call. 36 seconds now remaining in the third. Huskies pressing. The entire Blue Jay squad actually was on the other half of the court. That ball was tipped away when Waterhouse passed it. Young comes away with the ball, pulls up, Kicks it over to Stover. Stover now driving with the right hand up, and Steenhook got some of the ball. They're going to call a foul on her. That's going to be her first. Shot was no good. Stover's going to go to the line for 2.
19 seconds to go here in the third.
Up and good. I think you're supposed to call out their free throw percentage. It tends to make them do worse.
My bad. I already said her free throw percentage. I didn't want to say it again. I looked to make sure I already said it.
Yeah, you probably have to say it every time for it to have its true jinxing effect.
All right.
Freed with a deep pass ahead to
8
Lappy.
seconds.
Lappy goes up for the shot and a late whistle, but they're going to call Stover for a foul. That's going to be her third. Lappy's going to go to the line on the shot.
Do you want me to say our percentage?
No,
Oh, okay.
no.
Got it.
Only when you're trying to jinx the other team.
All right. So
You
her
can
free throw
say ours
percentage is-
afterwards.
All right.
First one's up and good.
I got to pull it up so I make sure I'm ready for it.
Second shot up and
Lappy is
good.
71% from the line.
There you go.
And growing.
Nailed it. 14 on the game now for Lat. Well, Benshoof, or not Benshoof, that was Stover with a deep 3. Waved it off anyway, so it wasn't going to count. After 3 quarters, Blue Jays with a 53-31 lead. Somewhere I gave Caitlin 2 more points than they did. But we played this game before, and I was right, so we're going to go with 14 for Lappy. Pretty solid third quarter out of the Blue Jays there. Came into the third with a 14-point lead, leave it with a 22-point lead. Definitely where you wanted to be entering the fourth quarter if you're a Blue Jay fan. Not a lot of foul trouble at this point. Fogarty's got 3, 2 for Waterhouse. For the Huskies, you got 3 for Stover, and then a few players with 1. So entering into the fourth quarter, you don't really feel like there's too much going on there. Gilbert Tigers have pulled away 41-37 after 3. Definitely not an insurmountable lead, but something to keep an eye on. Maybe we'll get their final score about the same time as we get ours, and we will have something to look forward to, hopefully. Lappy backdoor to Waterhouse. Pulls it back out for Lappy. For the Blue Jays on the court right now, Waterhouse, Steenhook, Freed, Lappy, and Miller. For the Huskies, you got Young, Carter, Benshoof, Stover, and shot up. 3-pointer from Freed again.
Young for a jumper.
No good. Waterhouse with the rebound. Darling was the one I didn't mention on the court for the Huskies. I was watching Freed shoot that nice 3-point attempt. Lappy over to Freed again. Ooh. Freed went to pass it. Carter inhibited the pass. Freed thought it was a foul. Little chippiness potentially going on between Freed and Carter, but that shot from Young is good for 3. Waterhouse driving to the hoop. Nobody's in front of her. Right-hand layup. Good. And they're going to get Carter on the foul. Waterhouse just dribbling towards the hoop is like, is anybody going to come stop me? And nobody came and stopped her. So she's like, I'll take it all the way. That's fine. Fogarty and Gilroy coming in for the Blue Jays. Freed and Steenhook going out for the Blue Jays. Waterhouse going to the line for 1. That was the first foul of the game on Carter. Shot up and, ooh, no good. Ball. Wait, what? The ball hit 5 different players, but I think they called Fogarty with the foul.
It's going to be Fogarty's 4th foul, 5th
and
team.
Freed coming right back in. Darling going out for Huskies and That's number 11, Darcy Wiseman, coming in for the first time for the Huskies. How'd the replay look? Did it look like much of anything? It just looked like loose ball scramble live. Young for a deep three, but no good. Miller comes away with the rebound. 6:27 remaining in the fourth quarter. Freed with the ball, gets it back to Miller.
Yeah, didn't look like much. A little bit of contact, but I don't know. I'm not arguing with the call.
Yeah, okay. We'll let it fly. Freed underneath the Gilroy. Gilroy, right hand up, and no good. Carter tips it. Young chases it down, throws it cross court. Lappy tips it and ends up in Stover's hand. Now Young going to push ahead.
6 to go here.
Lappy got a piece of that ball. Ball tipped out, ended up in Ben Shoof's hand, and she was able to drive to the basket. I almost wonder if I just mistook Ben Schoof and Wiseman, and Wiseman never came in the game.
Timeout. Timeout, Blue Jays.
Huskies are not happy. Husky coach is not happy about it because he doesn't feel like they had the ball to call the timeout. But
regardless, timeout is called. 30-second timeout. 58-36. Huskies just trailing.
You're rewound a little bit. That's right.
Yeah. Now we're checking our replay here.
No, she had the ball.
She had the ball,
No, I don't know. Maybe that's not what he was mad about, but if that's what he was mad about, I would disagree.
Like
I'd say she had the ball.
Like the 10-second timer going
yeah,
off right
that could
before
be.
the call or right before the timeout. That's what I gathered. But
I didn't go far enough back into the replay to see if 10 seconds counted off.
5:41 here to go in the game.
Huskies with Stover, Carter, Young, Banning, and Ben Schoof. So they got the starters on the court. For the Blue Jays, it's Freed, Lappy. Whoa! They're going to call Waterhouse with the foul on that. Kind of came through Young. Waterhouse was trying to come across, I think, to catch a pass. And Young was trying to come out to guard Miller. There's nothing intentional on it. It's just a really bad timed.
Yeah. Neither of them are looking at each other. They're both looking the opposite directions and then running right into each other.
But
both of them bounced right back up.
Both players up. That's key.
Young a little rattled.
It was hard contact because she was at the free throw line and Mia had dropped back out to about the logo. And the ball came out to Miller, and Waterhouse was cutting across, and Young took off out.
Bad timing.
And now Sarah's going to
look at Young here.
Take a quick talk to Young, just make sure there's no
head.
Yeah.
Concussion damage. Big round of applause here in the birdcage for Young.
Quick shout out for Sarah Moss. Been fantastic with our Blue Jay athletes all the time. She was down at state wrestling the last 3 days helping with that, and now she's right back into basketball. Basically, if there's Blue Jay athletics going on, you also find her. Yeah, so fantastic work out of her.
5:10 to go.
Darling into the game now with Young getting checked out. Darling driving to the hoop, kicks it out to Banning. Banning to Carter. Carter over to Stover. Over to Banning. This is a lot of time running off the clock. Stover for three, off the front of the rim, no good. Mia Miller with the rebound.
4:45 now. Gilroy with the ball. She looks into Lappy.
Water. Backdoor, no good. I'm not sure if it was defended that way.
I think she might have just put a little too much on it and bounced right over.
Huskies try to force it down court. Miller gets a hand on it, tips it out, but it's going to stay Husky ball. Ava Loudon coming in for the Huskies. And
Fogarty in for Freed. Fogarty is sitting with 4 fouls. She's got to be a little safe here.
I don't know who went out for them. Darling's layup attempt is no good. Oh, Stover did?
Yes. Yes, sir.
Oh, there she is. Okay. She took the mask off, so I was looking on the bench. I'm like, I don't see who came out. Fogarty lines up under the hoop. Gilroy with the entry pass. Fogarty for two.
She's sitting at 17 on the night. We have Lappy at 14, don't we? You and I do, at
Yes.
least.
Yes.
We're going to say she is 14.
Ben Schoof, that was a very odd angled shot. I think maybe she thought she was going to get fouled and was hoping to go to the line on it. Ended up, ball didn't get high enough to the rim. Blue Jays come away with the rebound. Waterhouse over to Miller. 3:44 remaining on the clock in the fourth period. Gilroy hesitates, decides not to shoot the three. Not really needed at this point, so you're trying to burn some clock. Miller over to Gilroy again. And Gilroy now into Lappy. That's Loudon defending her. Lappy turnaround, right-handed hook shot, no good, and they're going to call Waterhouse on another foul?
Yeah, over. She raised her hand a little bit over. That's going to be her 4th foul, 17th foul.
Man, they do not want Waterhouse to play this game.
Yeah, a lot of fouls have been happening right around in that corner, too.
I mean, I feel like she's got 4 fouls in about 6 minutes of game time.
Yeah. I mean,
Is what it is.
yep. Oh, no, I didn't. Forgot the jinx.
Darling's first shot is good. Number 14, this is Riley Kios coming in, and Ben Schoof leaving the game.
Darling is a 62% free throw shooter.
Second one is good. And it looks like maybe the
The jinxing is.
well, I was thinking maybe the Huskies are pulling out some of their seniors and getting some of the younger players in. 3:18 remaining. And for players like Abby Benchoof, she's leaving the court potentially for the last time as a Husky, finishing up her basketball career. Miller over to Gilroy. Gilroy into Fogarty. Fogarty tries passing it across to Lappy. Ball's tipped out of bounds. Blue Jays bringing in a whole line change here. Speaking of seniors, Lai Peffer, Brenna Peterson coming in, along with freshman Hannah Green and Chesney Steenhook, and sophomore Peyton Meyer. So a whole line change in if you're a hockey fan for the Blue Jays. For the Huskies, there's Wiseman and Kios, and Meyer with a reverse layup attempt, no good. Chesney Steenhook with the rebound. There's a lot of hands on her. I don't know who you're going to call that foul on because I think 3 were trying to foul her.
Maybe 14.
Reagan Koob's also in the game.
Yeah.
14.
Yep.
So Riley Kios.
First, team 5th.
Bailey Acton also in the game. Peffer for 2. Up, no good. Meyer tips it. Back to Peffer for 2. Gets it that time.
I want to see a 3 out of one of these girls tonight.
Kios with the ball, hands it off to Loudon. Loudon for 3 off the front of the rim. Meyer gets the rebound. Meyer going to push ahead. Pulls it back. 2:14 remaining. Cross court to Peffer. Ball's up in the air. I think it's going to get Steenhook with a foul. Grinnell's up 47-46 with 2:26 remaining. That's going to be Steenhook's second foul. 2:07 remaining. So before the end of this broadcast, we hopefully will get you a final for the Gilbert-Grinnell game. Bailey Acton going for the line, to the line for the Huskies. She hits the first. Huskies are now in the 1-1 at 2:07 mark. Second shot up and good for Bailey Acton. Those are her first 2 points of the game. Peyton Meyer now bringing the ball up for Blue Jays. Over to Brenna Peterson. Back to Peffer. Tries passing it underneath to Hannah Green. Ends up getting her own pass. Meyer tried passing it to Steenhook, ended up with the ball.
Dribble, there you go.
Meyer over to Steenhook. Steenhook to Green. Green underneath the Peffer. And that ball is blocked by Reagan Koobs. 1:25 on the fourth quarter. That ball's passed into Koobs. Back out to Allison Soderberg. I think we missed her coming into the game. They're going to get Steenhook with the third foul here. And that's going to send Koobs to the line. So in the game for the Huskies, we got another person checking in now too.
Bell and Osborne in for Blue Jays.
And whoever the Husky player checking in must be coming in for Koobs because she's waiting. So right now you got Bailey Acton, Riley Keos, Reagan Koobs. Koobs' first shot is good. Allison Soderberg and
Koobs is 72% from the free throw line.
Darcy Wiseman is the final one on the court for the Huskies.
Dearden coming in for Blue Jays. Peffer coming out.
And then Fuller looking to check in. Blue Jays clearing the bench. Second shot from Koobs is no good. Lauren Osborne with the rebound. And
got a my time. He's got this.
Official's going to call timeout. His shoe came untied. Decided he'd avoid being embarrassed by falling over and go this route. Good decision by him. Koobs leaves the court. And 25, that is Haley Hofen coming in for the Huskies. I think that is everyone into the game now for the Huskies.
Same with Blue Jay. They've used their entire bench.
Dearden and Fuller are now both in the game, along with Mia Bell, Hannah Green, and Lauren Osborne. 52 seconds remaining in the game. 45 now. Fuller with the ball. Out to Mia Bell. Over to Hannah Green. Into Annika Dearden. Annika.
30 seconds to go here.
Took me all night to mess up a name. Jeez. I even know that one. That's bad. Dearden now.
On our team.
Huh?
That's on our team.
Yeah.
12 seconds.
And 8 seconds now. And Blue Jays are going to come away victorious with a 62-41. I'm not sure why the Huskies didn't shoot a shot there just for fun. But 62-41. Blue Jays moving on to the sub-state final. Join us on Tuesday night as we will have the honor of hosting another one. Grinnell up 51-49 with a minute left. Getting close. Getting close. We'll give you a few stats while they try to get us to a final here. Gilroy, 8 first half points, finished with 8 points. Casey Waterhouse, 4 second half points. Caitlin Lappy with 14. Katie Fogarty leading scorer with 17. Avery Freed doing some work in the second half, got up to 12. And Chesney Steenhook finished with 5, along with 2 from Peffer. For the Huskies, you had 4 from Avery Darling, 2 from Bailey Acton, 5 from Jenna Young, which was key to the Blue Jay victory, 1 from Ava Loudon, 7 from Abby Benshoof, 5 from Thea Banning, 7 from Lauren Carter, all in the first half, 1 from Reagan Koobs, and 10 from Bridget Stover. Fairly balanced scoring for the Huskies, but nobody was able to pull away on the offense for them. For the Blue Jays, key part to this definitely was the 3-point attempts. 5 first half, and I wasn't tracking them in the second because I was too excited about them going down, but probably about another 5 in the second half. So great shooting from the Blue Jays overall. Big night from Katie Fogarty, definitely. Even with being in 4 foul trouble, she didn't get to play a ton in the second half, but it was enough. Getting close to this. It's got to be close to the end of that game. Well, maybe not. Actually, let's do this the right way. I should be able to pull up their YouTube instead of people just telling us what the score was.
What would it be under? Do you know who would have it? The Tigers?
Gilbert.
I think, yeah. Obviously the Tigers.
Yeah, obviously the Tigers. Why did you give me ADM? I don't want ADM.
And all of a sudden, I think. You got it?
It's there. That's a week ago. That's all right. It should get me there. Videos live. Gilbert Regional. Here we go. All right. Get rid of this. I don't need those comments. Come on. Why? There we go. Oh. Jeez whiz. All right, you're killing me. Doesn't want to react to this.
I'm trying to pull it up and up.
51 to 53. Gilbert is behind.
I'm trying to pull it up here on my laptop. It's just being slow on the school's Wi-Fi. Very, very slow. There it goes. Maybe. Here it goes. What? How did it pull up our stream?
29.8 seconds remaining. Gilbert's behind. That's what I want. There we go. All right, I got you.
All right, cool.
So we are giving you play-by-play of a game that you're not watching-ish because there's 30 seconds left. And now Carroll takes a 4-point lead with 29.8 seconds left, and now they're going to go to a timeout. So much less exciting to call a play-by-play of a timeout action. But we're going to hang with it until the end just because we want to be able to tell you who we're going to get to call Tuesday night as we get one game out from qualifying for state. You want to cut? There's 30 seconds left. Yeah. All right.
No.
We'll slow talk it. Do what I want. That's what I wanted to hear. All right. We got 30 more seconds of game action in Gilbert. Do what I want.
Not many times Seidel will tell you that.
I'm calling sports and talking sports, watching sports. It's good. We're having a good time here. Always a little more fun to keep the broadcast going when
Game's
Bondurant
over.
pulls out with the win. So this will be a game at Bondurant on Tuesday night. So we're going to start off Monday night. The boys are going to have a home game against Nevada. And Tuesday night, the girls are going to have a home game. Looking like it's likelihood of Carroll. Gilbert was the higher seed, but they also lost their highest scoring player, about 2 weeks ago. Definitely has an impact. Now 15 seconds remaining, and they're going to send Carroll to the line. At this point, I feel pretty good that Carroll is going to come away with this victory. 14.7 seconds remaining, and they have a 4-point lead, and they're going to the line. So I'm going to go ahead and call it. If I'm wrong, I'm wrong. Been there before. But Carroll's going to be coming here to Bondurant on Tuesday night. They are, I believe, 15-7 on the year, approximately. That might be exactly right. Probably is. I mean, why wouldn't I be exactly right?
You're always exactly right.
So, or not. Did I say Carroll? The funny thing is that's Grinnell. Grinnell's going to be coming here, not Carroll,
Man,
as I tell you how amazingly right I am. It's a very small screen there, but
I just kind of assumed you were right.
you know what's funny is I was
stop doing
saying
that.
Carroll because they are also the Tigers. Really, we
Carroll,
need some
Gilbert,
originality in these
two
mascot
Blue
names.
Jays.
So, yeah, that's what we just figured that out. It's Grinnell. Yeah. So
Thanks, Bridget.
Grinnell's number 15 ranked. Blue Jays are number 7. So you're gonna have a good matchup there as well. And we'll be back Monday night and Tuesday night for some basketball action here. I believe both of them start at 7 o'clock.
Yes.
So if you tune in early, you won't get to hear us maybe 10 minutes early at most. But
Maybe.
Blue
Easily.
Jays looking to start next week with a couple
There
big
it
wins
is.
as they move closer to state.
57-51 final goes
So-
to Grinnell.
Goes to Grinnell. So awesome night for the Blue Jays. Good night for Grinnell as well, I suppose. And that's going to do it here on a Saturday night in Bondurant, Iowa. Enjoy your days tomorrow and come back on Monday night for some more fun action. Thanks for tuning in to Blue Jay Nation, and have a great night. Go Blue Jays.